So this reading is for entertainment purposes only. This is going to the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine Collective for March 10th, 2026. So let's start with Divine Feminine. I feel as the Divine Feminine is transmuting some emotions related to the abandonment moon today. And as she releases these emotions, she is seeing where she's abandoning herself. She is seeing where she is not trusting love. And I feel as though the Divine Feminine is really letting go of those trapped emotions. As the Divine Feminine continues to go through sacral chakra activations, she is releasing a lot of trapped emotion that prevents her from being present. And I feel as though the Divine Feminine is really letting go of that narrative that kept her in fear-based thinking. The Divine Feminine is really letting go of the old timeline right now. And as she lets go of the old timeline, she feels her ego trying to kick in. She feels her ego trying to establish control. And I feel as though the Divine Feminine is really breaking free of that narrative right now. As the Divine Feminine shifts in consciousness, she is starting to actually see where else she needs to be in a love-based energy. And I feel as though the Divine Feminine is really letting go of those fear-based emotions that keep her trapped in a timeline she doesn't want to be in. So the Divine Feminine is busy flushing these out of her system, and as she flushes these emotions out of her system, the Divine Feminine ends up expanding in the heart space. She is feeling more in her element, and she feels a lot more free and also balanced. And that's what I get for Divine Feminine. So this is what I get for Divine Masculine. I feel as though the Divine Masculine is also letting go of the old timeline right now. He is transmuting a lot of pain, shame, and guilt that prevent him from really showing up. And as the Divine Masculine lets go of these trapped emotions, the Divine Masculine starts to actually see where he is not trusting love still. So the Divine Masculine is really focused on opening up the heart space. And as he opens up the heart space, the Divine Masculine feels all this anger and sadness coming up. The Divine Masculine is feeling his way through these emotions. And as he feels his way through these emotions, the Divine Masculine starts to gain deeper realizations about where he's holding himself back, where he is shrinking himself in order to be socially acceptable. And I feel as though the Divine Masculine is really focused on transmuting those trapped emotions that keep him from quantum leaping to the timeline he wants to be on. So the Divine Masculine is working through these particular limited beliefs. And as he works through these limited beliefs, the Divine Masculine starts to see where he is, again, not trusting love, and also where he is not being present in his own body. So the Divine Masculine is really working through those particular triggers. And as he works through these particular triggers, he ends up regulating his nervous system, and he feels much more balanced as a result. And that's what I get for Divine Masculine. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I post updates about twin flames often. I will see you another time. Namaste.